This is bad. This is extremely bad.
Slow down.
God! Just my luck. Of course it's broken.
Check outside. There might be another. If we can't get through, we're never going to reach the anomaly.
This is very, very bad. I could handle abduction, but this, I'm imperiled. I can't return. I have to abandon Odysseus protocol. Guardian, can you get everyone on... They're clearly very upset, and I don't blame them. Abduction is terrifying. I still haven't been able to suss out why talks with the exiles went south. I mean, these are poor circumstances for negotiation.
The readings on Kepler are still spiking. The singularity is still a threat. We'll need the Ionians' help if we want to open that lock.
That's just as many researchers as the Emeritus said there would be. Didn't lose anyone. That's a relief.
I wonder if you might shed some light on something while we're still learning the language. This settlement is obviously well established, over decades if not centuries, but I see little in the way of weapon emplacements or true fortifications. Has there been no conflict all that time?
That's the gist I'm getting. The Vex are new, and the Elixni, well, they used to have a working trade relationship. Armed conflict is new for the locals.
Turkiya og Pagal. Ulfiare Sipakun, Olan Fusia. Turkiya. Sudaruya, Mulgen Mika, Sukafa Tuya. Usikara Fusiti, Usikai, Uyafu Tishukuru.
You got my favorite thank you! Nice work, Guardian. You reunited the Ionians with their loved ones.
Guardian, someone's on the line.
You've made great strides in communicating with the Aionians. We've learned their language has multiple origins. Little wonder it needs such effort. Understanding comes not a moment too soon. Between the Elixni and the Vex, the situation here is unstable. And we have so much to learn from them. I followed your example in translating. Script first, then words. These notes you recovered, unbelievable. The advances this outlines in gravitational manipulation, without the light. And that's only one thesis. I hope some of them at least will be amenable to returning to Earth. We cannot lose this connection. We simply can't.
The destructive activity in the agricultural zone is reading as Vex. They're the ones attacking the food supply.
Stop me if this one is obvious, but do Vex need to eat?
Not in any fashion we recognize. As if they weren't facing enough. The Nine, the Vex, and a singularity ripping the planet apart. That's too obvious a coincidence to ignore.
pretended to just let me pass on by before you showed up.
Excuse me? The Vex ignored you.
Guess they didn't see me as a threat. What can I say? I have a friendly face.
Lodi, how are you so adept with the Ionians' language? You said you'd been here a few weeks, at best.
Oh, I was made for this. I'm a translator. I especially love languages I've never heard before.
There's the Vex. Guardian, we should take a scan of that drive. See if there's any data stuck offline the Ionians need.
It's incredible. Terms I recognize mapped to advanced concepts, prefixes and suffixes as used in agricultural science. We can use this. Let me do some analyzing, but this is a huge missing piece to understanding the Aionians.
Under the circumstances, what keeps the Aionians here? We could begin evacuation proceedings. They would be safe back on Earth.
But they wouldn't be home. They could take a piece of Kepler with them, sure, but it's not the same.
Homes can be replaced, but lives can't.
The Aionians might feel differently about that. This place is sacred to them. The universe determined they belong here. Singularity or not, we can't tell people to pack up and leave yet. Not without helping people who've been stranded from the rest of humanity.
Agreed. No one's leaving until we learn more. Lodi, those Vex. You need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the Conductor. She was human once.
What's her objective?
On the surface, to return our current time to a more prosperous one. But her true motive is to reunite with her spouse.
Neither of those sound particularly sinister, but I take it it's what she's willing to do to achieve that goal.
Maya has an ability. She can control whoever she pleases. She's commanding the Vex, a normally leaderless faction, and she's even taken hold of our allies to turn them against us. If she's here, she can do anything to get what she wants.
Sakuni, perché sono tuiato con la mano divina. Perché se fa quelli su mia cara, e alla care io sia i arditam, e la saia che sun ciusciura, grazie a mia tuia funde. Abitano a sparare, pochissimi dia passare alla mano. Isnira, isira, forsi così cara. Pare, amana divina. Se tu sinte a palia kosh.
Amane beata, yasunduta ta puria. Yaksinda para kiapa para sikuria. Yakatanti sepate yapatinki. Yasunda, yasekade. Yasumia pakachi shukiapo. Ayak ikan yasekundayo. Acerta tule pakaya para parulia sutuya fukuri. Lalaka ultima furule yasundia farole. Yasundia hasushuni. Kula ayasuni.
I know. The exiles have gotten into the, progenitor ship.
It's the remnants of the colony ship they arrived in. The ship the Elixir have taken over. You're saying it's the very one the Aionians came here in?
Part of it, anyway. What's left. They converted it to a permanent emplacement, but They still call it the progenitor ship, the mother of the Ionians. It's the source of all their tools. They put a little piece in every building. Every scientist gets a shot at the hull when they graduate. If the ship goes up, there's a lot the Ionians can't do. Do you have any experience with bomb disposal?
We've handled plenty of mines before. This shouldn't be a problem.
This style of ship is quite old. Even with only this much left, it's incredible. I haven't seen anything like it. The material could have been affected by the time anomaly here. That could account for the relatively good condition.
As a frame of reference, how old would you say it is compared to your ships?
Easily hundreds of years.
Oh.
That equipment sure looks elixir. Let's see if we can tease it through. They must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this.
No more anomalous energy signatures. Good work, Guardian. The Aionians are safe because of you.
We have to do more to stop the House of Exile. We know from our dealings in the Accord, the Archon's just out to speed up the Singularity's growth. He's just gonna throw more gas on the fire.
The Guardian will be able to stabilize the singularity once we get through. There are too many problems, and all of them are connected.
You have no idea.
Unless you have any ideas, then we have to consider evacuation. Reunification with humanity. After centuries apart.
Centuries? No. No, them coming to Earth would be existentially disorienting.
Lodi, please don't mistake me. This is the Ionians' home. We have to believe there's a way for them to return safely.
And what if there isn't?
Ricardo Mandrina, we are Sindiana Kuntia Kuli, Yasa Kunya Gora. We are in Dinabekaya Sunya Kunya, Patise Kuisa. Yasandia Kundiana. Isuka ola itana mekanala, isumu kufa sundi, unyana ushaka sunyana. Tuyasaka, unya sindi, uya sunyana kundi, panak sundi akaruya.
Tequila, mami divina. Isundiaka zuna bule, yasundiaka sakania fukura. Yasunde Akira, Yasara Fakinde, Ixalorda Yuri, Vinkeura, Bayasunde, Alakaya Fomara, Ya, Amani de Rinde, Hisa Fakura, Faketi Kurishuri, Ila Tequila Vake, and Suya Faringiava, Frisangia Karinga Sikuri, Arisandia, Friatuya.
They found you so fast. My name is Orin. My name was Nasan R. Was Nasya Sawa. What do you call yourself, stranger?
Lodi, pleasure. Miss Orin, do you know something about who brought me here?
I know you will be elected to become something impossible. Your molecules have already volunteered.
I'm sorry, my molecules?
I was the emissary as you are, and will become the same. I quit, and it left me transmuted. I think if I can help you adjust, I can reclaim my mind.
Emissary for who?
The beings in your dreams.
You know who brought me here.